All right, welcome back. So today I am on my Cleat-Us wheel repair. I've got some fender washers I went and picked up, and I've got the standard washers because the fender washers aren't going to fit anywhere. And I'm kind of worried about the fender washers. I'm going to use these on the ones that blew through, hoping that this will be lighter than running the aluminum tin that I've been running. I don't think it is, but we're going to go ahead and see. Hence the reason for the scale out here. And I know some people have asked me, Earl, what does the Mojave weigh in full running form? The one before I crashed it. But I'm going to go ahead and weigh these wheels compared to the factory wheels, compared to the Fireteam wheels, and then the Tires. So we're going to weigh out several wheels because people are asking me, how heavy are these cleat wheels? And honestly, they're not that bad, especially compared to all the rubber tires. This really isn't a lot of rotating weight. Now, the one that I've got the aluminum stuff in it, you'll be surprised on how close it is to factory. I say factory, but the ones that just have the nuts and the cleats on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power up this system, make sure that you guys could see it. I am going to zero it out. So now it's zeroed out. So I'm going to go ahead and stick one of these on every scale. It's funny, this one, oh, it's missing two cleats, that's why. So they're 1703, 1702, 1703. So the three of them are real close. And these are grams. So let me convert grams to, I got the gram calculator out because I don't know what grams is. So let's see, 170.2. 2 grams is 0.37522 pounds. So it's not even a pound. So let me take the total numbers. So all four of them on the scale, so the total says 679. So let me put that in there. 679. 1.5 pounds for all four wheels. As you see, they're really light. And some people were saying those wheels have got to be super heavy. They're actually not. So I'm going to take two that were missing off this and put them in there. And that wheel becomes 179 grams, 179 grams, where all the other ones are 170 grams. And I would need 4 of these washers on this wheel because I would have to offset it. See, that's 201. Now I am going to end up adding weight to these wheels, but 1.5 pounds is not much at all. See, now it's saying 712 grams. It's still 1.569. So even if you did 1.57, it's 1.5 pounds basically. So we know how much the Cleat-Us wheels weigh, 1.5 pounds. I do have the Fireteam wheels. I don't even know if I can weigh these things. God, those things are heavy. But 364, 369, 369, 368. So this one is still a little light. I don't know why that scale's a little light. But the total weight says 1,472. So let's enter that. 1,472 is 3 pounds, 3¼ pounds. 3.245. So these are 3 pounds. So the Cleat-Us wheels are definitely lighter than the Fireteam wheels. These Proline wheels, because we ran these too. So I can turn these upside down. I don't know if I should zero it out every time. I probably should. There we go. 558 grams. 558. These are lighter than the Cleat-Us wheels. 1.2 pounds. But those are really tiny tires. But let me look at the factory wheels. We're going to zero this out. I'm going to stand these up, hopefully. $859 grams. 859. Is 1.90 basically. 1.8. So almost 2 pounds. Cleat-Us wheels are still lighter. So here are the Italian wheels, the EXB ones that blew up on me, the Qatars. Let's see how much 2 of them weigh. Then we can just double it. I'm going to put them on the front. So they're 526 times 2 would be 1,025. £2, 30. So 2¼ pounds basically is what the Qatar wheels will weigh. And the Cleat-Us wheels are still lighter than that. So we're 1.5 pounds on the Cleat-Us wheels, and I'll show you what the V1 Cleat-Us wheel weighs now. That way you guys can get some sort of idea on what the first set weigh. These are super light, and these are the plastic cleats. 347 grams. They're not even a pound. They're 3/4 pound, 0.76. So 3/4 pound on the original Cleat-Us wheels. That's how light they are. But I'm going to go ahead and get these Cleat-Us wheels repaired. Just want to break out the scale. I will try weighing it. Something you want to see? Stay tuned. All right. So I've got the RC on the scales. I put the stock tires back on it. I put the batteries on the roof. So that should be everything. And total weight is 707. So 7,070 grams. Comes to 15 pounds. 15.5 pounds. Now, I do put 12 ounces of weight on the front, and that should be it. And taking off for the Cleat-Us wheels, which the stock wheels are 1.8 pounds and these are 1.5 pounds. So overall, like I've been telling you guys, it's a, it was a 14-pound RC, and then when I did the XLX2 system with the brackets and all that, it added a little bit more weight, almost a pound more. So there we are. We're at 15.5 pounds for the Mojave. is running trim. So what I'll do is I'll get the batteries put into its location. We'll do some balancing. This is, you know, the Mamba Monster X8S was good up to 20 pounds. So according to the numbers, you know, being at 14, 15 pounds on the RC, the Mamba Monster X seems to be maxed out at around 74 miles an hour. Now we'll see what the XLX2 does, because that is a 5th scale system, and I think that's enough power to push us into that 100 mile an hour zone. But if not, we'll go dual motor. Whatever it's going to take, we'll get it done. But that's where we're at. Now we're going to get to fixing the wheels and get the proper wheels put on this thing. Be right back. All right, so went ahead and cut 2 strips out so that I could make this plate and this plate for the 2 cleats that blew out. You can tell which ones blew out because using new ones. You can see the old ones are all scuffed up. The shiny 2 are the ones that blew out. Now the back side of these wheels right here, well, not that one, but that one in there, that one over there, that one, and that one all need washers on them. The one I'm concerned with is this one, because it's in between this spoke, so it's going to be hard getting a washer in there. And that one in there is going to be hard getting a washer in there, because the washer is a little wider than the nut. And I did get fender washers like this, but in talking to RC Guy Garage, come to the conclusion that they're probably going to be a little heavy if I add a bunch of washers like that to the inside of a rim. I would have to curve them, which isn't a big deal. Take a ball peen hammer and just put a little bend in them. But I don't know. We might just try this first, and if that doesn't work, then we'll have to sheet the whole inside of a wheel, kind of like that. And the aluminum, this whole piece probably weighs as much as 2 of those. But because the wheels are so light, I was thinking adding these big fender washers to get it closer to the 3 pounds that the Fireteam wheels were, and maybe that unsprung weight will make it handle different and grip up a little bit better. But RC Guy Garage and me talking about it, I tend to talk to him a lot about ideas that I have, and feels that the power loss from rotational mass in the motor might not be worth it. Now I can see it on the lower end, like if I were drag racing it, you know, unsprung weight isn't that good. It's going to take a lot of torque to get that stuff moving. But I felt once it's rotating and it's up to speed, it might help the RC. But, you know, we don't have that long of a distance, so it's kind of like I'm drag racing and running out of room. But now that I can run from one soccer field to the other soccer field, until I can max that distance out with motor RPM, I don't know. Might not be worth adding all that unsprung weight. So, and like I said with the Mojave, after weighing it, I still got to add the 12 ounces to the front bumper, which I'm probably just going to take the old front bumper and go ahead and throw it on this new build, just because everything's zip tied onto that bumper. But I don't know. I might just cut the zip ties off and zip tie it onto this one. But I'm going to get to changing this stuff out. We're going to throw a bunch of washers down here. I picked up 100 washers because it's going to take 16 per wheel. So I think the goal is not to crank these nuts down too tight to where they're actually pulling. Now I'm gonna have to check balance on these and all that, but I do have a video of doing all that. So if you guys want to see how to build your own set of cleat wheels, go check out the building process, and I'll put a link in the description to that video. I am going to have to re-weld the wheelie bar. The wheelie bar did snap when I straightened it. You can see it's just been stretched. So I'm going to go to my shop tomorrow. I'm going to TIG this back together. Also fix this crack over here. If you guys want to see me TIG this stuff together, leave a comment down below that you want to see me TIG this together and how I'm going to repair the wheelie bar. I did get the sides straightened out. I hammered them as straight as I can. I might stick them in my press in between two plates, make them even straighter. But wheelie bar will be a repair I do tomorrow. If you guys want to see that repair, comment down below that you want to see the wheelie bar welded together, and I'll do that for you guys tomorrow. But there we go. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoy your Sunday. Mojave's almost done. Hopefully by Monday, this thing will be out ripping again, and we'll be back on track. Thanks for watching.